I'm here with Mr. Dotsun, a Chelsea fan. It's highly intense match, highly intense. So many, I think tactics went off the board today. Every team is fighting. About 3 or 4 teams are fighting for the top 5, and here you are. Chelsea are back in the Champions League. What do you think about today's match?
I mean, I am very glad for this match. At least it saves me from getting banned from Manchester United players. Because if I didn't go to Champions League, it would have been another thing for me. Because I was part of those people that actually shaded them after they lost their Europa League final. So I think I'm glad. And again, it's been a while we went to Champions League. Finally, we can get back to competing with big people.
Okay, going back to the being a while you've been in Champions League, what do you expect from Enzo Maresca toward next season? Because as it stands now, whatever every fan is looking into, how many players coming in, how many players are going out, how will the Champions League look like finally that we are back there? What do you expect from Chelsea as a whole, from the transfer window that will be opening very soon as regards how things are?
I've been supporting Chelsea since like 15 years, 17 years back. I'm not scared about Champions League. I am just scared about going to Champions League. So I feel like we're going to do a good job. And you said one thing about Enzo Maresca. I've seen coaches that are not even up to him go to final. Coaches like Di Matteo and then other coaches that are not even up to like average. They've gone to it's not about the coaches sometimes. Sometimes I feel like it is about the team spirit. The coaches matters too. So I feel like we'll do well. And again, we're back in Champions League, and then we have the summer to prepare. We'll bring in players, and then I think we'll do a great job in Champions League.
Do you expect more backing from the Chelsea board as regards the coach toward next season? Because this season is finally over. So many expectations at the beginning of the season. Everyone is taking Chelsea to be a contender until some things happen. So where do you see Chelsea going on for next season?
I'm not going to get ahead of myself next season, but I feel like next season we should still make top 3, top 2 at most, because now I think there will be a lot of players going off our teams, and definitely once we buy some key positions, probably a striker, one centre back, and then we have few players coming in already that we've signed. Players like Estavio Williams and some. So Kenny Paez. So I think we'll do well next season in Premier League, and definitely Champions League will flourish.
I think it will take time to move away from the Champions League and focus on the Premier League. I want to ask you a direct question now. Looking at this Chelsea squad, looking at the antecedent and the plan you have toward this season, and how it turned out that you become a competitor, at least fighting for the top 5 with other teams like Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Manchester City, which their own season also do not go well. Where do you expect Chelsea to be next season, going by the rating of the ladder?
So first off, let me just tell you one thing. We are not competing with teams like Aston Villa, Newcastle, or whatever. Coming from, I think, a mid-season downwards, we were actually contending for the Premier League title, probably because of injuries and then chances misses from like Jackson. So I feel like this team is doing a very good job. But once we get a new striker, and I think Chelsea created like 200 chances, almost 100 from Palmer and then almost 100 from Enzo. But we just wasted the chances because we don't have a good striker. If we bring in strikers and probably a good centre back, a matured one, the one that could pair Cole-Will, and then probably they will just shuffle it among. I think we should do well. So next season we should be contending for the Premier League. But like I said earlier, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but I think we should do well next season in the Premier League. Yeah.
If you were to be the coach of Chelsea now, I want to ask you, which player do you think you can bring into the team that can change the fortune of the team around?
My own perspective, I think Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyökeres, one of those two, because they've proved themselves on big stages. So that is for the centre forward. And then defensively, I think we should just find an experienced defender. Probably someone like Ruben Diaz from Manchester City. We don't need any midfielder, as long as Enzo Fernandez is not going to Real Madrid. So I think one centre forward, Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyökeres, and then one centre back, which is like Ruben Diaz or probably Laporte, someone with just good experience. Yeah, I think so. And then do we need backup for left back too? I don't know, probably someone like Kekes, or I don't know, just few changes. But our sole problem is centre forward and one centre back. That's all.
Okay, to my last question that we're asking you, from this moment henceforth, where do you see Chelsea? An upward trend or a downward trend? as a Chelsea fan? Be honest.
As I said earlier, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but for now, I think we are moving up because I see progress. I'm not going to say Enzo Maresca is not doing a great job because he has actually played his part. It is up to the players. Once we bring in those changes, I think we should be competing for the title.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.